At some point in time, the game will become overly competitive in the arena, and this is what has happened today. So as you can see, quite a lot of things have happened, but this is not even the top of today's happenings. So first of all, I got dropped to position 5 from position 2. This is what I was greeted with in the morning. It wasn't easy. Obviously you see that we have lost traction. Seriously lost. Although all you can see is near the end the opponent just held up better. What does this mean? I had a busy day, obviously. Not that busy, but I had to do quite a lot of things to level up. Now, my sure bet from 5th position is to take 4th position, Winry. This was a few minutes before 9 PM server time. Just like 5 minutes before. He wasn't even online, so this was a sure bet. And as you can see, it was quite easy. But to my surprise, 1 second after me taking Winry, Borubar attacked my new position and dropped me back to position 7. I could barely believe like what was going on. Just 1 second. And immediately I was attacked. Well, it was a close call, but it was one of the most interesting situations I've ever seen in here. Like, imagine you take 4th position, 1 second, boom, you're 7th. This is competition. Now, I dropped Winry to 5th place. I attacked him again because he's the sure bet in terms of me being able to defeat him. But it was not that easy for the second time, so I made a note of it. That something is weird in here. So this was already 2 attempts. And then I tried to move ahead. So I tried to take 3rd place first with Lord Felix. And I failed with all the preparation. And remember, at this point in time, I only had like 2 minutes left, 1.5 minutes left. It was like really on the edge. And you see, I was almost ahead. The opponent had like 5% energy and we still lost. So I was like, what is going on in here? So given that I've had 3 attempts already, my only option at this stage is obviously to power through. 4, 5, 6, 7. I made 7 attempts, so I bought 2 times 5 diamonds in total. You see the ending. So it was a good ending, but it didn't look like that. Because first, I had like maybe a minute and a half left, maybe less, maybe just a bit more than a minute. I didn't really win, but I saw that the fight had potential because I leveled up big time, so we just needed some luck. And luck happens with attempts, but for the second time, you see that something was missing. Something was still missing. And then I thought, okay, why not attack Borubar? After all, he may be weaker, even though his power is stronger. Let's try this. But it wasn't even close. And at this stage, I had literally 0 seconds left. 0 seconds, which means that the timer was already over by the time I started launching an attack on Luca. What did I see? You see always the countdown in green at the bottom of the screen. And the countdown wasn't there anymore. This is a trick. That's a big trick in the arena. That even if the countdown is over, usually you still have a window of opportunity of just a few seconds, depending on when the cron job or whatever type of job picks up the results. And what matters is the time instant of the attack when you decide on attacking. It's not the end of the fight, it's the time instant of the attack. And when you see the attack itself, it's just entertainment and information. That time doesn't matter. You instantly change the position. So sure enough, after the timer was over, I launched an attack. And you see that this time it worked. So this time it worked. And I went back to the main screen to see my messages, And sure enough, there was the arena email or letter or whatever that is. And I had no idea if it registered my 5th place or it registered my 2nd place. I couldn't have known that because I started launching the attack after finishing the timer. So it was, strictly speaking, after 9 p.m. And I opened the email and I found congratulations on 2nd place, 430 diamonds plus whatever other things. And I couldn't believe that this type of luck, you see. So luck is also labor under correct knowledge, right? So labor under correct knowledge, we knew exactly what to do. And I also knew from before that there is a couple of seconds of buffer after 9 p.m. is over. Because if the results are not collected, you can still attack. And that's what I did. So, tough luck for Luca. He tried to take the position back again. That was not me, that was him attacking. You see his castle. I shouldn't have let him win the adjudicator for free. That was... Had I known how that game works, like in the first week, maybe I would have taken Judicator myself. But anyway, he cannot attack us anymore. And since then, one interesting thing happened as well. One interesting thing happened that on level 64, there is the support that opened. And we collected about 700 of this currency. And we're already leveling it up to level 13. So I have a support unit at the moment that is an Inferno support unit. It's good for synergy. How do you see the support? Obviously you go to the formation and here is the support. Right now I have one unit supporting Inferno, so we're getting damage reduction for Inferno units only, which is basically all my defenders and Rat Lord and Pit Fiend and the, what is it, Devil. So it's 5 units, that's quite a lot. For Fortress there is just one Fortress unit at the moment. This unit is just synergic with this. So altogether we max things out, and this support, I was so worried about timing out that I didn't even notice that there was support. So I beat my opponents without support. When Luca tried to attack me back, by that time I had support. So that was one upgrade. Tomorrow I'm gonna unlock the 2nd support slot. How do you get these support medals? One of the options is this Mercenary Guard. I'll be asleep by the time this timer reaches the end, but take these missions preferably twice a day. This is one of the options. And the other option is if you go to the marketplace, there is a sacred statue. And here you can see that we already have this support medal. Too bad that we purchase other stuff as well, because at this point I cannot buy any more support medals, because I think I maxed out the sacred statue. It's right here, in the bottom left. You see that there were 5 attempts and you have these 5 attempts once a week. So this was a really interesting day and I learned a lot from the arena. Others were taking shots, but simply they couldn't do much. And I strengthened myself quite a lot. I mean, I have 23 tactics manual. That's one. I'll take this. I still have the Covenants for a unit. I purchased a purple artifact component selection chest in the Holy City. So this is something that you don't know, there was the first ever Holy City day. I didn't record it, but there was a Holy City day. And what's more important is that I purchased a couple of these Universal Hero tokens in the auction after the Holy City Siege, because we need to reach 150 of these tokens first in the server. Well, second to be exact, because Saraxar already has it. So I made all these purchases, and I also played a bit in the Lucky Snatch game. Not here, well, actually here. I managed to open the 20 value, and this cost me 3000 diamonds approximately. I won some diamonds back, but approximately 3000 diamonds just to take this. And I got a couple of orange holy emblems, which means that now my emblems are a bit better. So you see that for Rat Lord we have a good enough selection. For this unit it's optimal. This is a defensive unit, so we'll need to level up a bit. By the way, you can always check if you see anything important at the top. Right now we don't. But if you see anything really good, then we might as well get it. So here we have some work to do. Here we have some work to do, but we used to have some blue items as well, and now at least they are purple. Here as well, the bottom 4, we'll need to replace them. This is also worth replacing sooner than later. These are horrible emblems. And here at least we got the 2 everlasting secrets, even though one of them is only purple. And the rest is just a mix of a lot of things, randomly. And you see that they just don't add up. So if we had like 2 more everlasting secrets, so this is one, then I would be able to group them together. But at the moment this is really not the case. So unfortunately we are not that good at emblems. But next week there is gonna be the rock paper scissors game. So in rock paper scissors we're gonna get emblem selection chests, which is gonna be really useful. So I'm looking forward to that. And that's why we went back to 11.28k. It's not a problem, but it's quite unlikely that in 3 weeks we're gonna do much in terms of the Covenant pools. Next week we still have some Covenants left, but in 3 weeks it's quite unlikely. So maybe the next Covenant pool is in 5 weeks. Unless we decide on purchasing Growth Fund number 2. Because in Growth Fund number 2, as you can see, I would have gotten all these. So this is already like 15,000, 20,000, 25, 30, already 30,000 diamonds and a bit more. So if this happened, I could go up to level 70 and already do a Covenant pool possibly next week. Oh, and by the way, our VIP is over. And I chose to not renew it. I didn't renew this. So this means we have to pick up the energy on time. Also, there is this contract, I haven't activated it, maybe I won't activate it ever. And this is not an ideal thing because you just get a couple of these essences, whatever this is, soul stones. And this is random. It's not worth purchasing it. I didn't know what this was, and I had a look at it. This is just a random thing. It's not worth it. So you see. Tomorrow is gonna be interesting because it's a Sunday, and on Sundays you get a lot of interesting items in exchange for balloons, so that's gonna happen. And let's conclude the day with like checking out what is going on. Windry was not online for the whole day. Borobar was online at 9, Luca was online at 9 PM, and Lord Phoenix was online. Everyone was online, yet I was the only one like really like moving ahead. Borobar as well from 7th to 4th. And what's up with, yeah, this guy, 12 hours ago, he just logs in once a day. Still level 11 plus, only has a crate, that's a champion. And this unit as a Divine Herald. And this unit, that is a Stronghold unit, not bad of a choice. That's just a commander. And this unit, that is a commander as well. Having 2 commanders, that's interesting. And already 4-star, but why? Why exactly this 4-star when you have another commander? I don't fully understand this. But either way, I see that he's making progress, but he took it really lightly. And if you check out who's defending the Dragon Utopia, Lord Phoenix, Winry, that's good for them. Luca, obviously. And where is Saraxar? Somewhere in a random place. Looking for an adventure, maybe on another guild map somewhere. This is not ideal for him, because he's not earning 24 diamonds an hour. Anyway, if you want to make some extra progress, and actually I can do that now, you see that we have some extra movements. I'm not gonna purchase it for diamonds, but let's collect a couple of stuff, because you see our movement is paved with quite a few stables. Do we have stables on the left? Well, we have one on the bottom, but here we don't have much. So let's explore what is worth collecting. Oh, there is Borubar. Why? I mean, this is horrible for him. He's missing out on 24 diamonds an hour and he's now asleep. Several hundred diamonds. We're talking about a lot of diamonds. Anyway, let's get down to business. It's important. So if we go right, we can collect a couple of units. That's what we want. Good. Do we still have instant kill? No, we don't even have instant kill at all. So if we do this before the end of the day, these resources are worth it. But then tomorrow we'll need to do the run itself a bit later. Most important thing is that we don't deplete our well, not energy, but the remaining energy, so the gap between 198 and 300. There should always be some black so that we can gain energy. Almost no one does this. Wherever you see some extra resources, just go for it. And ensure to leave at least 80 units. Now, I'll show you resource collection either here. Yeah, possibly here, this is fine. That's how it works. So this is a simple optimization. Just I saw that my energy was about to be full, so let's spend it. This is not a pathfinding day, but it's still an option. And now we can go right or left. Unfortunately, these tables are not positioned well enough for us to take. We don't even have movement points. So in this case, we can choose to either go up 6 movements, plus what kind of monster is this? Strong. Wish it was cowardly. What about this? Weak? Weak. Smart. But we don't play tower, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, possibly a vampire helps. We could still reach it. But is it worth spending the energy? Good question, because there is not much before that. So I think I'll just go back to the town and call it a day, so that I win back the energy. This was a costly trip, but it was worth it. Who is this? VIP 6 and is not earning diamonds. What is going on? Anyway, we went back. And this was it for the day. We'll continue tomorrow. So you see that based on skill, we're still 5th. Winry is like 3k or no 30k ahead. It's not even much. Luca is more than 100k behind. So based on our VIP 4 status, we're basically the best VIP 4 or below. Units wise, we have some catch up to do, some serious catch up, because you see these units are 4-starred. Or what is this Battle Angel? Why is this so strong? Yeah, 6 gear of time. Obviously, the emblems are really good. So we have some catch up to do. The differences are minimal though. Awakening wise, I made a mistake today. I couldn't awaken the devil today because I went on autopilot. That was my bad. Heroes, we have like 2 good heroes, 3rd and 4th. For some reason it's viewing us as 4th. I don't know why, because I'm also 3rd, so this is a bug in the game. Guild is still the 2nd best because the other guild is leveling up faster. Stars wise we're optimal. Luca needs 3 stars, which means that they either forgot one of the levels or he lost stars. I think he forgot one of the levels or lost stars elsewhere before. Artifact wise, it's interesting that we're only 7th. The rest purchased quite a lot. I'll show you why we're only 7th. And Winry is 11th and Luca is 13th. They are like direct competition. The reason why we're a bit behind is if you check out the marketplace here in the artifacts, we have 4,000 artifact essence. This is 2 Armageddon's Blade components, plus a bit more. I'm not purchasing this. We don't need this Dragon Father thing. I'm not purchasing this anymore. I think I bought like 1 or 2. I think only 1 when I just missed one of the items. I'm still hoarding this until we can get to Armageddon's Blade. And then we will level up like crazy. Okay, that was it for the day. This was one of the most difficult days I've ever seen in the arena.